What's up, guys? It's your boy coming back with another video. So in this video we're going to talk about the ATA suing the state of Rhode Island, and we're going to tell you why. What's up, guys? So today we're going to talk about Rhode Island truck only tolls. I know this is an older topic, but it's gotten some hit the news line lately, and let me tell you why. So Rhode Island has truck only tolls, and these tolls were set up in mid-2017. So in mid-2017 they set up 2 gantries on the highway bridges. Well, that netted the state $7.2 million from its first 2 tolling locations. That's about $55,000 more than expected. So when 2 more gantries were added last summer, that rose to more than $10.8 million. So Rhode Island plans to install 8 more gantries over the highway bridges to generate $450 million annually for repairs and improvements. So these numbers are more than they expected. So now, back in July of 2018, A.T.A. sues Rhode Island to block truck toll plan. Rhode Island's controversial truck toll plan is now the target of a federal lawsuit filed by the American Trucking Associations and 3 motor carriers. The suit, filed on July 10th, contends that the state's roadworks truck only toll scheme is unconstitutional. Under this plan, signed into law back in 2018, 18-wheelers will pay up to $20 to cross the state traveling on Interstate 95. A single truck will be capped at paying $40 a day. $40 a day. That's $1,200 a month per truck if you do it 30 days. Yes, I get it. They don't run 30 days. But come on, that's a lot of money for a trucking company. The tolls are intended to finance a 10-year plan to repair deteriorating bridges in the Ocean State. Rhode Island has the highest percentage of structurally deficient bridges in the country. The tolls, to be collected electronically via 14 gantries, are expected to bring in around $45 million a year once they're up and running. Remember that number. Since roadworks was first proposed, the trucking industry has been strong and united in opposition to this extortion plan, says ATA president. We've warned politicians in Rhode Island these truck-only tolls were unconstitutional and should be rolled back. It is unfortunate that Governor Gina Raimondo and her administration did not heed those warnings, but now we will see them in court. In the suit, ATA and Cumberland Farms, Inc., M&M Transport Services, Inc., and New England Motor Freight. Now remember, New England Motor Freight are now out of business due to rising costs in operation and lowering cost in rates. They argue that the roadworks plan violates the U.S. Constitution's Commerce Clause by discriminating against out-of-state trucking companies and by designing the tolls in a way that does not fairly approximate motorist use of the roads. This toll regimen was designed to and does in fact impose discriminatory burdens on out-of-state operators and on truckers who are operating interstate. They're discriminating on out-of-state operators and on truckers who are operating in interstate commerce, the complaint states. By design, the tolls fall exclusively on the types of trucks that are most likely to be engaged in interstate transport of cargo. while exempting automobiles and the smaller vehicles that are relatively more likely to be engaged in intrastate travel. Now, this may be confusing to you, but interstate means you drive in all states. Intrastate means you drive solely in Rhode Island or solely Delaware, Massachusetts, whichever. In addition, the suit holds that the toll plan also limits the tolls collected from trucks that make multiple trips within Rhode Island in a single day. A feature that was expressly intended to, and in fact, provide disproportionate benefits to Rhode Island operators and those who engage in intrastate commerce. So, and PA just rose their tolls 15%. So, they are coming at they're coming at us truckers. Now, so this has been going through the court systems, multiple courts, and it's been ruled by a lower court that this is Rhode Island's claiming it's a tax. So this lower court agreed with them. December 6th, the appeals court's rules tolls are not taxes, and Rhode Island must face their toll lawsuit. The United States Courts of Appeals for the First Circuit reversed a lower court's decision to dismiss the American Trucking Association's case against Rhode Island for its truck-only tolls, after the state invoked the Tax Injunction Act. The reversal allows A.T.A. to proceed with its lawsuit. So, what is the Tax Injunction Act that they are claiming in order to protect themselves? So, in 1937, the Tax Injunction Act was enacted. It bars the federal courts from enjoining, suspending, or restraining the collection of local or state taxes when it is found that a speedy outcome is possible in a respective state court. However, if it is found that plain, speedy, and efficient remedy will not be available from the state court, then a federal court is permitted to interfere. But what this circuit court ruled is this is not a tax. This is a discriminatory toll. They didn't say discriminatory, but they said it's a toll. So if this is a toll, and A.T.A. has clearly made their stand and have valid reasons on why this is a discriminatory toll. So now Rhode Island must face the charges. And states like this, they don't realize it, but they are only going to hurt themselves in the long run. I'm getting ready to go to Connecticut. It costs them an extra 5% to 7% for me to even consider going up there. So I'll go, but the people that live in these states are the ones truly paying for these problems. Now, this also has exceeded the revenue projection. So this started in mid-2017. Sorry, guys. I got people blowing up my notifications. So in mid-2017 is when they set up these tolls. So since Rhode Island placed overhead electronic toll gantries on highway bridges in mid-2017, the state netted over $7.2 million from its first 2 tolling locations. That's about $55,000 more than expected, state records show. When 2 more gantries were added last summer, the take rose to more than $10.8 million. Rhode Island plans to install 8 more gantries over highway bridges to generate $400 $450 million for annually repairs and improvements. Now, that is why the A.T.A. is still coming at them. So, when you make a toll for a purpose, that's fine. But when they see their results and they're like, oh, this is doing better than expected, let's add 8 more, 10 more, and let's really take advantage of them. $450 million a year. That a state that is 1,200 square miles. That's how small that state is, right? So now, for the whole argument of, is it a toll or is it a tax? A tax is a compulsory contribution to state revenue levied by the government or on workers' income and state business profits, or added to the cost of some goods, services, and transactions. That is truly a tax. That's what we pay taxes for. And taxes are put on those. But a toll, by definition, is a charge payable for permission to use a particular bridge or road. So, if you ride through Rhode Island, there's signs that say toll, toll, toll. But now that the heat is on, they're like, oh, no, it ain't a toll. No, this is a tax. This is not a tax. This is the state of Rhode Island reaching into truckers' pockets and digging deep. So, why is this on a Hotshot Trucking channel? Well, my stand is always stand up for yourself. Make DOT, make all of the upper echelon regulatory entities, make sure they are governed. No one is going to govern them but us, calling them out. And A.T.A. is doing just that for us. So, A.T.A. is doing it on a much bigger scale. You can make sure that you are only being charged with the proper violations, tolls, taxes, whatever. And now tomorrow, there's going to be another lawsuit with another state against trucking. So, if you guys like this kind of content, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if I should keep doing this. We're still going to do the training stuff, but I want to start trucking. I want to start exploiting the problems, exploiting the scams, the bad trainers, the bad companies, the bad states. I want to expose all that also, so we can come together and make a stand. Not as a union, but as individualized truckers with a voice. So, if you guys like this, again, give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and then when you subscribe, right next to it, you're going to see a little circle. And in the middle of that circle, you're going to see a bell. But when you hit that bell, it goes ding ding. So you know what you got to do? Hit that ding ding. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace.